G'day you good motherfuckers, the Buttsman here, and did you know that if your mother breastfed you as a child, you are a bigot! You're a bigot, you're a piece of shit. You're transphobic and probably misogynistic as well. How do you feel about yourself? I spit on you! What I'm saying is if you sucked on your mother's nipples for sustenance and nutrition back when you were a little baby, then you are a piece of shit. That's what I'm trying to get across to everyone who is watching this. But also, if you are from Tasmania and you're 25 and you're still sucking on your mum's nipples, I don't have a problem with it. Good on you guys. I really enjoyed Tasmania. You got a weird thing going on down there, but you do you. Why are you so evil if you suck on your mama's titties as a baby? Let me tell you, it's finally time to do the right thing and ban the word breastfeeding and replace it with chest feeding. Finally! Australian National University, the ANU, urges staff to say chest feeding instead of breastfeeding, gestational parent instead of mother. While we're at it, why don't we just replace the name of father as the haver or have-notter of cocks or balls? Hashtag cocks don't matter. Remember that. The country's leading university, sounds like a great place, has asked staff to adopt gender-inclusive parenting language such as chest feeding and human milk. Fucking shoot me now. You know, I've heard about this university before. I wonder why. Oh, that's right. Grossly Inappropriate. Comedian to perform at Canberra by Grace Sixsmith and Nick Richardson. Hey, Grace Sixsmith and Nick Richardson, fuck you to the moon. I'll send you that t-shirt, both of you. Fuck you to the moon. ANUSA Social Officer Matthew Mataloa described Canberra's decision to allow Butterfield to perform at ANU as grossly inappropriate, asserting that Butterfield's presence would hurt so many already marginalised communities and would only validate other people's sexist and anti-Semitic behaviour. You know, I just wanted to point out to everyone at your precious little university, you know that I don't hate anyone, right? You know that the things I say on stage are jokes, yeah? You know the reason I say them is because in my mind I go, that's fucked up, and also pretty funny. Even though I don't mean them, they're still fucked up and still funny. You fucking idiots. And even though they whinged in their little student newspaper about me, they still had me there that year. We sold the show out. The promoter Yours and Ours sold it out. But then, wait for it, in 2021, they complained again and my show got cancelled at ANU and Yours and Ours kicked up this big stink and cancelled my show at Wollongong Uni as well. If you want to know more about Yours and Ours, check out Friendly Geordie's video. It's a very interesting video. Anyway, still coming to Canberra, so don't fucking worry. Ticket links down below. I'm there on July 1st. I found another venue, a better venue. Fucking come and see me, you mad dogs. And now that my big bitch and personal whinging, moaning and groaning is over and I've plugged my show, let's get back to the chest and breastfeeding. The university has encouraged staff to use breast-inclusive language, titty-inclusive language, parent-inclusive language, such as chest feeding instead of breastfeeding, human milk rather than mother's milk. I'm sorry, but human milk sounds like cum. This is just another example of everyone having to change to fix someone's delicate sensibilities. Why should everyone change exactly how they live their life, which doesn't hurt anybody, just to fix this ridiculous notion that 1/10 of 1% of the population of the world has an issue with? And you know what? That's probably unfair to that 1/10 of 1%. It's probably 1/10 of that 1/10 of 1% that whinges and bitches on Twitter for a living that has an issue with it. We have to curtail and change our entire lives to suit these fucking whingers that you wouldn't spend a moment on. Similarly, the terms like mother and father should be replaced with gestational and non-gestational parent, according to the Australian National University's Gender Inclusive Handbook. The Gender Inclusive Handbook. That book would make Prince Philip's rotting corpse seem interesting. It would make Meghan Markle's worldview seem important, and it would make Harry's choice of clothing seem appropriate. My point is, the Gender Inclusive Handbook sounds fucking stupid, but also, it sounds like a great 8th Harry Potter book. May I give you the synopsis of Harry Potter and the Gender Inclusive Handbook? Basically what happens is Hermione grows a cock and then fucks Ron with it. It's a great read. It's really romantic. Hagrid becomes a champion, world-renowned weightlifter in the female division. And Snape has Voldemort's baby and it chest feeds off that creepy snake. Oh, and Neville Longbottom becomes Neville Long Tits. I'd probably read that, to be honest.
I'd buy that for $1.
You know, I'm always taken aback with how important people place gender and sexuality and colour. Like, it just seems like you shouldn't worry that much about something that you cannot change. Like, your gendered identity or your sexual orientation. Firstly, no one cares. Secondly, why should you care so much when you place so much of your life on that one thing? I just don't understand how you can be happy. When you talk about in the real world what you identify as, you sound like a child. Like, take this lady for example.
Do you identify as black? No, it's a serious question, because you might not identify. Can you please put the mic? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm black.
See, in the real world, that sounds fucking stupid. Of course he identifies as black. He doesn't need to say that. Why? Because he's black. Be who you want to be. Don't get me wrong. But expecting everybody to just drop everything and make you feel special is preposterous. Anyway, back to the gender handbook and all that shit. It cites a study from 2019 by researcher Lauren Dynor, who claimed that heterosexual and woman-focused lactation language can misgender, isolate, and harm transmasculine parents and non-heteronormative families. Hey Lauren, get a fucking hobby, you fool. I guess the issue I have with all of this is that these are students at a university learning this. These people are supposed to be the most intelligent and the highest sought after young people in our country right now and in other countries all over the world. They should be able to have informed decisions. They should be able to have debate. They should be able to disagree. But right now, they are not. Could you imagine if ANU, a student there, came out, or a professor or a teacher or a tutor came out and said that they think that this whole chest feeding thing is fucking stupid? Could you imagine the backlash that they would receive? They would lose their jobs. They would lose tenure. They would be kicked out of the fucking uni. They are terrified of offending people, and they know through cancel culture and all that type of shit, if you say something out of line, even 10 years ago, you can be called up for it now and you'll lose everything. Chest feeding may seem like an arbitrary thing to talk about, and it's certainly not the hill I'm going to die on. But when it's introduced into things like the learning culture of a country, it spreads very quickly. People see it now as tomfoolery, but soon it will be commonplace. And the worst thing about all of this is it is compelled speech. You have to agree with it. You are not allowed to exist in this marketplace of ideas if you disagree with this idea. And that is fucked up. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East, me dick stinks. Keep it moist, come and see me live. Toodaloo, bye-bye.
Hit it, boys.
G'day, you good motherfuckers. How are ya?